Welcome back, Gamecock fans. That's right, it's your buddy Rooster. Today, I really, truly hope I have my sound better. I had some comments on my video. You guys couldn't hear me. I sounded muffled. I switched some things up. I went into my settings. I did everything I could to bring you a better product. Hopefully, I succeeded. If I didn't, I expect my friends out there to tell me if it's any better or not. Put it in the comment section. I'm also asking all y'all to please like and subscribe. We have done so good building this channel back since I started. Just in the last 28 days alone, we have gained 177 subscribers. And that's all due to you guys. You guys are my family out here. And y'all know how I am. Everyone's family to me. You guys, I talk to you all the time in the comment section. You make a comment, I talk back to you. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate your outlook, your look at the team. Anything you guys put in there, I really appreciate. It helps me. Hitting that thumbs up button helps me. Just telling people, did you know they will subscribe to my old channel? If you happen to find them, tell them where to find me again. I go out and I try to find a lot of people again and talk to them through other channels and chats and stuff like that. And yeah, we've grown 177. I know it's not the big channel numbers that everybody screams out. They've grown 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 subscribers. I was nowhere near that when I had my old channel. And we are a small fan base, but we are family. We are family. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some prop bets. We did this last week. The only problem is there's none out there for South Carolina. We got to make up our own this week. There's not even a betting line yet. So hopefully that comes out soon. I'm not going to lie. But we'll talk a little bit about last week. We know Sellers lost some yards passing because of drop, a turnover touchdown. I think we would have beat the 222 or whatever. I had Sellers right at 250. I think he would end up really close to that. And that type of thing, it hurts you in games. It really, really does. But anyway, what do we think Lenore Sellers? I can't look at Lenore this week and say he's playing a full football game, because I have a feeling Lenore Sellers probably might make it to halftime, depending on how this game is going. And I think that's probably the limit of what Sellers will be on this field, unless South Carolina just has a really, really bad day with turnovers. Defensively, I don't expect to see Sellers in the second half of this football game. We do not need him injured. We have an SEC coming. I know a lot of people say, well, we need reps and we need this and we need that. I understand that, but we cannot get him hurt against a South Carolina State. We got good quality backups that can go in and win this football game. If we got to have Sellers to beat South Carolina State, we are in big trouble. Big trouble. Anyway, so I kind of want to look at it. Half. What would be a great stat for Sellers passing in a half a football game against a lesser defense? We know that. How much does Shula work with him on trying to establish the pass and his timing and his feet work instead of running the ball? You know what I mean? I don't know how much pressure South Carolina State's going to be able to put on Lenore to really get him scrambling mode and running. So I don't look for a tremendous amount of rushing yards out of him. Now, he may break one through a hole somewhere and run for 75 yards in a blink of an eye. It's kind of hard to judge that. So what I kind of did, I break it down. I think Sellers can get to 210 by halftime or before he's pulled from the game. Unless it's just crazy and South Carolina's winning 35-0 after the first quarter, then he probably won't. I think he still plays at least 2 quarters. You want to keep him in rhythm. You don't want to get him out of rhythm or anything if he's doing good. But I don't think it's going to hurt to have him sit out a half of a football game. Rushing yards, I got him for 50. So I got Lenore at about a 260 total. And I know people are on this. We want Lenore to win the Heisman. He needs to stay in and pad stats. We want to win a national championship first. And I think Lenore would tell you he wants to win a national championship first. So we got to think about some freak weird thing happening and he gets an injury that we don't need going into playing Vanderbilt. Speaking of, we get to see Vanderbilt play the team we played last week this week. Should have a better judge of what Vanderbilt is, wouldn't you think? That's the good thing. We get a couple of those games this week where we get to see, like we got Ole Miss and Kentucky playing. We get a good look at both of those that we played this year. We saw Bama last week. Put the Gumps down. Bad Gump. Bad. Tennessee still out here talking about we cheated them. Whatever, Tennessee. I hope Tennessee makes the playoff and they're the first round of the playoffs for us, and we go mud stomp their ass again. But I'm sure they'll figure out we did something else. We sanded the field. I don't know, wore gloves. Who the hell knows with Tennessee, man? Anyway, I'm past all that. We moving on. Attaway, Oscar Attaway, nephew Oscar. I'll tell y'all later down the road why he is my nephew. What? Don't look at me like that. Oscar Attaway, my nephew. I got kinfolk all over the world. Y'all just don't know. Anyway, total yards. I got Oscar getting 80 total yards. I think same situation here. I don't think we see him in the second half. Why? We got 5 running backs, man. We got to get these guys some action too, you know. We need Oscar and his catching ability and his running and his blocking. Unselfish blue-collar player. We need him in the SEC play. So I don't. Same boat with Sellers. I don't think we see him much farther than playing halftime. And you're going to see Augusta. You're going to see Howell playing against his old team. You're going to see Matthew Fuller. Don't expect Faison and Oscar to stay in this game too long. They're not going to beat him up. They're not going to get a lot of snaps. But I think Oscar, between catching a couple passes and some running yards, I'm going to give him 80 yards. If he busts an explosive play and gets more than that, fantastic. But I'm rocking with 80. You guys, listen to what I'm saying. Write these down and tell me what you think. You got a comment section down there. Write all you want. I read all your comments no matter what you write. Faison rushing yards. I'm rocking with 70. I think Rasul breaks a couple explosives. I think he gets 70 yards. Y'all can tell me I'm crazy, or you can tell me I'm way too low. Am I too high, too low, considering these guys probably not playing a second half? Nick Harbor, receiving. What will Nick? Had 99 last week. Will he beat the 99 in a lot less playing time? Why do I say a lot less playing time? Well, he needs reps. He needs to learn to catch the ball better. He needs to do that. Don't need him hurt. Got a lot of young wide receivers that need some reps too. They got to think about that. You got guys like Murph who got in last week. You got Brian Rowe. You got Malik Clark. You got Pup Sellers. We got another stack of wide receivers, young freshman wide receivers. These are the games that these guys get in and play. You want to see how these guys play in games. So I don't expect to see Nick much in the second half. I don't. I really, really don't. But I do got Nick going over 100 yards. He's going to get another big play. Whether it's a short catch and run, which I really want to see him open up on. He went over 22 miles an hour and he had to slow down and catch a football last week. Can you imagine if this kid catches a 20-yard pass? If he'd have got that one that he dropped over the middle with that green grass in front of him, he breaks over 23. What do y'all think? 23, 20. He was 22.4, was the fastest in college football last week. He breaks 23 miles per hour if you get that football in his hand. If he ever gets a good run at a kick return and he gets some open space, look out. And he blocks. Nick Harbor, special team blocker, tackling guy. He blocks well. Did all the little things along with getting 99 yards. I got him at 105 this week, but only in a half. Maybe he goes back out the second half. I just don't see it. I don't see it worth being out there. I know he needs it too. But we got to get some work into some backup wide receivers. No doubt. You're going to take it. It's a long season. We're going to take a beating. Nick, you might have to go play defensive end too, man. You're getting kind of thin. We're getting thin on DN. Can Nick go to both sides of the ball? Nick, you could be in that Heisman Trophy conversation if you played offense and defense. Should I call Shane Beamer and ask him that? Hey, Beams. We put Nick at DN and have him play wide receiver? He said no. No, he told me no. Anyway, speaking of defensive end, let's rock with our defensive ends right now. Dylan Stewart, how many sacks? Last week I said 2.5. He got 1. He should have had about 17. He got held on every damn play. And that was against a really mobile quarterback. Now, South Carolina State runs a 2-quarterback system. One's the runner, one's the passer. I still say D-Stew eats this week. I got him at 2.5. He'll probably end up with more than that. Total on our defensive line, I guarantee I had 5.5 last week. Let's write this down. Total sacks. I don't have that wrote down. I forgot I had that one last week. Total sack. I meant to write that one down too. I forgot about it. Dummy. Write it down, Rooster. You big dummy. Total sacks. What y'all think? 6? 7, 8. What's your number? You know what? 7 is a good number for me. I love the number 7. Lucky number 7. Let's rock with 7 sacks total for the Gamecocks defense this week. Jerron Willis, does he move up? Dez, you. Time for you to Dez, you step up. Okay, Dez? Let's get her done. You my guy. You my guy, Dez. Fred Johnson tackles. How many tackles will Fred Johnson have in this game? I mean, the dude had 10 last week. Can he make any more tackles? He's gonna have 150 tackles this year. I'm telling you, that kid he shocked me the way he was flying around out there and tackling folks. And with a mean streak. Wasn't even playing around with it. He tried to take heads off. I got him at 8.5 because I don't think he plays the whole game either. I think this is another situation, which he is young, but you don't want to get him hurt. I think this is another situation. You get some younger linebackers in. You get them some experience just in case you get banged up down the road. So my name is Fred. I gave you 8.5 sacks. Now, Justin Oronquo, who I now call the Oak, after Arnold Schwarzenegger and listening to his accent in his interview, let's just call Justin O the Oak from now on. Y'all knew Arnold Schwarzenegger's nickname back when he was bodybuilding, the Oak. For you guys that don't know, he sounded just like, I'll be back. And you know what? I didn't want to leave my man Sean Murphy out. I got his nickname too. The Heartbreak Kid, Sean Murphy. That's right. Sweet chin music. Heartbreak Kid, Sean Murphy. If y'all don't watch wrestling, there's Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. But we got the Heartbreak Kid, Sean Murphy. So I got 8.5 for Fred Johnson. Total turnovers created. How many picks, how many fumbles can we cause? What y'all think? I think I'm low. I'm rocking with 2.5. But I think I'm low. I think we get maybe get 4. Y'all think 4? Should I up my 2.5 to 4? All right, because y'all told me to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to up this to 4 turnovers between special teams and defense. I think we can create 4 turnovers. So, don't hate me. Don't hate me because I moved it up to 4. Y'all told me to do it. You told me. That's Southern. Told me. You told me to do it. Total offensive stats. How many passing yards? How many receiving yards? We're going to separate it. How many passing yards total will South Carolina get in this game? I'm rocking with... I already got Sellers at 210, so 190 between all the backups. How many backups y'all think we see? Doty comes in. Doty, excuse me. Didn't mean to sound like that. That's just my country-ass accent. Doty plays for probably a couple drives. Then you'll see Air. Then you'll see Cutter. However they work it out. I think you'll see a blend of all these quarterbacks getting this football game. And they're going to want to throw the football to see if these kids can actually throw a football in the game. But they'll also run their young running backs. So I'm going to go 450 passing. How many total rushing yards do we think? I already said in my combo, Lenoris is going to get 50. I say Attaway's in there out of his 80s, probably 30 receiving, another 50. So that's 100. Throw in Faison, I said 70. That's a 170. And then you get all these young running backs and stuff going in there. I think South Carolina runs for 270. Now, y'all going to tell me I'm crazy. But I don't think I'm crazy. Because that's going to give us a grand total of 720 yards of offense. Is that way too high? Too high? There's no way they're getting 720 yards. Yeah, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a damn way, and y'all don't tell me it ain't. All right, anyway. Score. What is the total score predictions? If we got 720 yards, you think we're scoring a lot of points, right? Because I think we are. And this ain't about running no score up. And people say, Beamer's too nice. He won't run the score up when he gets opportunity. This ain't about that. This is about letting your younger players play. And you're not going to hold them back thinking about the score of the game. You're trying to see what you have in these young guys. So you're going to keep running your offense the way you need to run it. If they score, great. You need film. Game time film on all your young football players. I don't think Beamer backs off of that. So my total score is South Carolina 49, South Carolina State 6. I still don't think our defense gives up a touchdown. I think they give up 2 field goals to South Carolina State. But I'm going Gamecocks 49-6. And you'll be like, that's kind of low for 700. Not really, if you think about it. Not really. I think you'll see some long drives and that type of stuff in this game because South Carolina needs to put together long drives. They need to get into that repetition. So I don't think they try. If an explosive happens, I think it happens. I don't think they try to just bomb it away and run up a lot of yards. So I think these yards are going to be eaten up in long drives. So 49-6. Good guys. Gamecocks. First home game of the year. South Carolina will win 49-6. That's my prop picks. Y'all tell me if I'm crazy. I'm not going to do another one even when they put game lines out. Even if they put a game line out, I'm not going to do any more videos on prop picks. I'll probably be back doing a video tomorrow. I'll probably drop some shorts or something during the game. Talk about some things I see. If we're making any mistakes. Just kind of look at it. All the good stuff we do, probably do that. And then it'll be late by the time game's over, so I don't know if I'll do any other video talking about what happened during the game until Sunday. But anyway, if I don't see you, tonight, 8 o'clock, over on the show with Chuck and Ronald. Chuck's off tonight. I'll be 8 o'clock. Go over to Gamecock Chuck's channel. I'll be on with Deal Maker doing their live Friday night show. So be sure to go over there and tune in at 8 o'clock tonight. Gamecock Chuck's channel. Peace, y'all.